Okay, my fellow fans of sweaty people in spandex rolling around on a mat, we got I think we got something that'll be really fun today. This is from Wrestling Flashback. As always, please make sure and support their channel. They've got a lot of great content. But this is just wrestlers hilariously breaking character. I told you in my career, one of my favorite things to do was to try and make the guy you're in there with break. Fun times. And it's just fun to see them
for fun in wrestling.
Really letting their own personality show through.
Even during serious
I didn't hear that. I was babbling.
There's always room for fun in wrestling.
Aren't you supposed to be Jamaican? What happened to your accent?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember watching that. Poor Kofi. Look at Kofi. I mean, Cody's reaction is good, too, but Kofi's like, oh, yeah.
Even during serious moments, everything's
There's nothing you can say at that point. He got ya.
Today we've got 25 minutes of wrestlers breaking character by laughing or smiling.
A lot of times, just as in real life, we all experience this. It's not so much what somebody says, it's how they say it.
When they weren't meant to. The Rock is usually razor sharp in his promos.
Shane,
oh, who got?
Know it. Triple H, your mouth, shut it. Vince, your mama's anus, lick it. Stephanie,
whoa.
Great
I remember that one. That was pretty good. I want to see who broke Regal. I don't think I've seen him break.
One had some trouble getting his words out in a segment with Mankind in early 1999, resulting in both men laughing out loud.
The Rock.
I've seen this one too. This is great.
The Rock and Mick Foley were one of wrestling's funniest duos.
The puberty
It was rare to see
line
The Rock
is really
break
good.
character, but Foley was probably the best at making the People's Champion crack up. One such example was when Mick stole one of Rock's signature catchphrases on Raw in 2000.
Oh yeah, this was great. This was a lot of these now. I do remember seeing. Got him.
The Rock once made himself laugh when saying another of his signature phrases.
Finally, The Rock has come back to Milwaukee.
Foley is at it again in this next clip. Mick proceeds to make The Rock smile after the Great One's glasses fell off during an off-the-air segment on SmackDown in 1999.
Rock wasn't going to pick up the glasses, and if they were
So yeah, there you go, Mick.
To do it.
The Rock thanks you for that.
The Rock also had his fair share
And in character, the Rock makes sure to thank him. That's good stuff.
of moments where he broke others.
What you're cooking smells like 100% grade A, money back guarantee, one big bucket of Canadian moose piss. Do you like donuts?
Look at Cole. Yeah, I like
Get
donuts.
the biggest jelly donut you can find. Oh no. Nice.
If he asks me, when he says, "Do you like donuts?" You're about to get roasted in an admirable manner. But if it were me, I can't lie. You look at me, you know I like donuts. I just have to take it. I love what he did.
Way too damn big.
Game.
Finally come back to the Super.
In there with Hogan, right?
Hilarious on the mic, the Great One also had fans grinning ear to ear whenever he performed the People's Elbow, which was initially created to try and make The Undertaker break character.
I believe the first time Rock did.
I love that. I love the fact that the People's Elbow was created as a goof. It's so, and it happens. I mean, it happens in the indies as well. Sometimes the things you do as a throwaway or as totally as a gag, just all of a sudden get over.
Was in a match where we were trying to make Taker crack.
I always thought that was the hokiest thing ever, but iconic, right? And always to get me laughing.
Drop the people's elbow on.
That's how cool is that? I mean, the People's Elbow is as big a move but that's the good thing is that's why I say, even as an old guy, I like wrestling being out of the strictly kayfabe era, because the whole crowd gets to be in on that joke. I mean, everybody looks at that and goes, "That's not devastating. That didn't kill anybody." But that's the joke. It looks stupid.
The Rock also sold the Stone Cold Stunner in exaggerated fashion,
those
in
were
an attempt
great.
to make Stone Cold laugh.
flip-flopping
Still a bad guy. You say everything.
up on the ropes. Those were good when he used to do that. And we've had conversation about that before. I just mentioned in a short I posted how Logan did a phenomenal job of selling Orton's RKO out of nowhere because he sold it as dead. And that's how you sell it. And that doesn't mean that's how you have to do it every time. Rock wasn't doing anything wrong by doing that because he's doing that as a goof in the middle of a match, in the middle of an ongoing feud or something along those lines. What happened last night with Logan and Orton, or yesterday with Logan and Orton, that was a big, huge moment. We're deciding who's going to wrestle for the championship at WrestleMania. You got hit with the legendary RKO out of nowhere. Selling it as dead was perfect. And it sounds like, oh, well, that's the easiest thing to do. Just lay there. Okay, fine. But it's knowing when to do that. You don't give it anything extra. You don't give it a flop. You don't give it a twist. You just got cold cocked.
Leading up
That's
to Roman
great.
Reigns' match with Brock Lesnar at WrestleMania 38, Lesnar went after Reigns and the rest
And
of the
simplest
bloodline
things are
whilst driving
important.
a forklift on an episode of SmackDown. After the show came back from commercial, Jey Uso could be seen laughing while selling the effects
Oh,
of the
really?
crash.
SUV, the cameras continued rolling during the break.
But this wasn't the only time Jey was caught breaking
Just from what we've seen recently, it seems like Jay is, which is a good thing. I mean, he just seems like a happy-go-lucky guy that it's really easy to make laugh.
character in the WWE.
You were absolutely nothing till your wife put you on Total Divas.
Y'all look just like your
He's holding him.
mugshots.
We saw that in another clip. We may have seen others of these in another clip. You guys, again, thanks, wrestling. My post-concussion syndrome. A lot of times I'll remember something, if I'm lucky enough to remember something, but I don't remember exactly where I'm remembering it from. How can you not laugh at that?
There are parts of him jiggling that nobody should ever see right now. This is borderline inappropriate.
Jey also made Cody Rhodes
That big boy has a lot of fun. He's a good dude.
crack up with laughter during their press conference post Fastlane 2023.
Oh, I
where
think
the
I saw
pair
this
were
one.
quite obviously buzzing.
Yeah, I did see that one. Oh.
Feel me? You feel me?
Do you feel him, sir?
Jey would break quite frequently.
Come on, that's a good line from Do You Feel Him, sir? Break it down.
During his time in the Bloodline, especially when Sami Zayn was on screen. Jey was meant to hate Sami
Yeah.
at the time, but Uso just couldn't keep it together.
Actually about to go to dinner. Yeah, Waffle House. Hey, boys, you right? They
Look at him perk right up. Oh, it's so fun to see that human side of the guys.
I'll tell you all about it later. Okay?
Yeet. All right.
Solo, look, Solo even so. If you look, he doesn't crack a smile, but his face like starts to brighten a little bit. He was having trouble too.
They love Waffle House.
I don't know if you just watch him back there.
I'll tell you all about it later. Okay?
Yeet. All right.
See, his expression is starting to like loosen up.
Hasn't been
Oosie.
very oozy.
He was so funny during his time with the Bloodline. He was even
You know, I was going to make a standalone video about this at some point, and I probably will. What are they going to do with Sammy now? He's such a phenomenal wrestler, great worker, obviously great on the mic, and that was so over. But I don't think they believe he has the physical traits to carry a big belt. So what do
able
you
to make the
do with
usually
him?
stone-faced Solo Sikoa break character multiple times.
I go, my dog, I'm right here.
Like I said, you could see it in him in that other clip too.
Dream right now. Every part of Sheamus's body has to be taking such a toll over the past couple of months.
Zayn also had the tribal.
That
chief
was good
Roman
too.
Reigns
He broke him up in the middle of setting up a spot of his.
Dream right now. Every part of Sheamus's body
That's the kind of stuff I love doing.
such a toll over the past couple of months.
also had the Tribal Chief
just
Roman Reigns
overreacting
as
and
seen on
stuff.
SmackDown ahead of Reigns' match with Logan Paul at Crown Jewel 2022.
The biggest two of them all, my dog. And that is how you are going to end up as a number 2 stain.
More often than not, the Tribal Chief just couldn't help but laugh at Sammy.
I got Sandy and Jay out there in the world working on becoming a little more oozy.
Doing a little dance. He can't.
What's the dance you do?
That's I'm in his head doing the dance. Yeah, right. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right.
How do you not love Jimmy?
Paul Heyman, as the Wiseman of the Bloodline, had his
I
funny
enjoy
moments
the hell
too,
out of that
such
guy.
as the time Paul caused Reigns to break out laughing during a 10-bell salute to eulogize Daniel Bryan's WWE career that Roman ended.
Oh man.
Heyman was on the receiving end of this next joke, courtesy of
rough.
John Cena, in a moment that once again saw Roman Reigns break character.
Hype man Slimy in the corner holding up the championship. You're gonna kick my ass at Summer.
If you don't know Hype Man Slimy is coming at you, you're gonna laugh. Those are the best ones. When we would do promos in the ring, and of course in the indies you do it a lot because you don't have TV backing you up. They don't already know your backstory, so you're doing it within that night. So you do a lot of promos in the ring. I had an unfair advantage because most of you guys know I did stand-up comedy for a living for years. So you're used to having to think on your feet. Well, I don't like I would not script out a whole promo. We would talk about the points we needed to get across and what we needed to set up, and then we would freelance it. And I've got a clip, and I have, my stuff was so long ago, I don't have tape of a lot of it. But I have a recording of me getting a guy really good, and there's a good story about it. But for some reason, it's on DVD, and that my DVD reader won't read this one. So as soon as I can find a DVD reader that does, I'll post that for you.
Cena also made Reigns break years earlier for calling out his poor promo skills.
It's called a promo,
Shut
kid,
your
and
mouth,
if you want to
John.
be the big dog, you're going to have to learn how to do it, so go ahead.
During
Yeah, I've said that before. That's fair game. If that's your weakness, you got to expect somebody's going to come at you for it.
Triple H's feud with Mick Foley in the year 2000, the game made fun of Foley in numerous Have a Bad Day skits, one of which included Triple H cosplaying as a Chinese man working at a children's hospital. Helmsy called himself Dr. Hung Lo.
I had Dr. Hung Lo. Did you say Dr. Hung Lo? Me, Hung Lo.
And hardly kept a straight face throughout the whole segment.
Never mess with the Hung Lo. Now you get
Never mess with the Hung Lo. This was what, 2000? I don't know. Obviously, you would say today that immediately gets you canceled, but does it? Even if they did something like that today, there'd be all sorts of outcry. But to the bulk of their audience, would it be possible to cancel them, or would the bulk of their audience laugh at it? I think they're uncancelable because I don't think the people who would cancel them are the ones who are their fans anyway.
Vince McMahon introduced the new Dude Love, who had undergone a corporate makeover. The Dude cut a promo putting himself over, amusing Vince in the process.
I am a lover of women. I am a leader of men.
A week prior to Dude Love breaking Vince,
of course,
McMahon that caused someone to break character. The chairman's hilarious dancing caused the usual poker face Stone Cold Steve Austin to laugh on camera. The Texas...
Vince McMahon is a powerful dude, great weightlifter, in great shape. But if you think about it, pretty much anytime he tries to do anything physical, it gets pretty funny. Dancing, selling a stunner,
Rattlesnake
whatever.
Was as straight face as they come,
ripping
carrying a
his
chip on his
quads.
shoulder everywhere he went. This made it even funnier when Stone Cold broke character.
It's old Stone Cold's fault.
You can't help but laugh with them. You know what I can never get enough of? Do you guys remember when it wasn't even that? It was fairly short-lived when they had Stone Cold and Angle working those comedy spots off of one another. That stuff was gold. That was good stuff. Kurt Angle's funny.
Gotta start that. What do you do for a living, Stacy?
I work for a Christian publishing company.
If there's one thing I can't stand.
Good. So you had a setup line you were going to deliver no matter what she said she did. Okay. That's a great screw job. There it is. There it is. Wow. Just as we were talking, that's... Oh, Vince might have been one of the least athletic people. And you could say he was older at that point. But I'm 62, horrifically out of shape right now. Readily admit it. I could still take a stunner and sell it. Come on.
That's laughing after Vince McMahon taking the Stone Cold Stunner.
Attaboy, Mick.
Despite his foul mouth roughneck persona, Austin displayed his comedic talents time and time again.
Oh, shit.
What? I want to just say... What? You got a microphone in your hand. Use it. I bought one of your t-shirts.
A big fan of Chris Jericho, are you?
No, I'm not a big fan. They ran out of toilet paper.
Oh, not bad. Not bad. That's a good one. There. That's what I'm talking about. I love these. I love those.
What were you saying?
Some people...
I can watch. I don't know about you guys now. If by any chance, I know most of you guys are more well versed on this stuff than me. No doubt. But if you guys haven't seen those extended versions of Kurt Angle and Stone Cold, look them up, because on YouTube, you can only use small, short segments, or the WWE, which is understandable, claims it. So you'll have to go somewhere to find them, but they're worth finding. I'm sure on Peacock Network they'll have them.
WrestleMania 30, right here in the Silverdome. Good to be back
Yeah.
here in the Silverdome.
That was bad, Hogan. That was an all-time bad.
My knee, pull your little dress up. Uh-oh. I got to be careful. I don't want your balls to fall out.
Yeah, there we
Now
go.
we'll look at Austin making Vince laugh. It occurred on the fall of 1997 when McMahon was still Raw's announcer, back when his chairman status was typically only mentioned in passing. So when Stone Cold made reference to it during an in-ring interview, he drew a smile from the boss.
You want to jump on the Stone Cold bandwagon
Yeah, this is
more
old
than
school.
anybody in the world.
McMahon's laugh is so genuine that
Good.
it's hard not to laugh with him.
How does Upper Mongolia differ from Lower Mongolia?
Well, one is a little higher than the other one. You know, being a world traveler, I know all the answers.
Classy Freddie Blassie. Oh, that's a Killer Khan, isn't it? Blassie was a classic. Aptly named.
My husband has a 6-inch scar on his face that really turns me off.
Everyone, oh Jesus. Keep it rolling. I forgot my name.
Boy, Vince. Good old young Vince. We were all young once. I think I was.
2001, Stone Cold feuded with Booker T. Austin pursued Booker in different places each week. On one occasion, Book tried to evade Stone Cold in a unique location.
Oh, and
Man's reaction when he learned
that
of
grocery
Booker's
store one
whereabouts
was
pure
just
gold.
fantastic.
No matter...
That's another guy too. I don't think he necessarily gets all the credit he deserves for how funny he can be in his spots as Booker.
His role, Booker T always provides us with some side-spitting funny moments.
Booker, you wish you had legs like that. Sometimes I do.
What? Attaboy, Book.
The Booker T, Booker T. I'm not your sucker, sucker.
That's pretty good. I've never seen that one either. And a lot of these, I know they'll repeat here as we watch these clip segments, but it's worth it to get to the ones that we haven't seen. Yeah, like I say, you can't not laugh there.
In front of him, so my legs are feeling right now, but I know he's happy.
Booker, you're taking us off track.
Yeah.
The beast.
You're leaving the designated path, Booker.
The beast. Brock Lesnar. Excuse me.
Brock defends against Braun Strowman.
Booker and his spinneroonie routine gave countless wrestlers the opportunity to loosen up and show a different side to their character.
But right, that's a legendary night, a legendary happening. Them all trying to get him to do the spinneroonie. Go step. What the hell was that? Although I couldn't do the spin-a-rooney. I love the fact that Orton did it too. Anybody else impressed by a guy of Orton's size? And he is a big dude. Being able to do that jump split as well as he does. Every time he does it, my hamstring tears. My groin muscle tears. Wow. Not bad.
It's hard not to laugh whenever R-Truth is on screen.
Oh, let's save this for next time because I don't want this video. This video will go to almost an hour if we go all the way through. Let's save this for next time because I don't care if I've seen them before or not. When R-Truth's on camera, yeah, I'm such a mark for this guy. I hope they give him a good push going forward. I think they will, don't you guys? I think they got him set up to. I hope so.